I filled out my ballot. My ballot's done. And I filled out both sides of both of them. And I have it right here. So we're good. Now, secrecy sleeve. Well, that's hard to say. Read these instructions carefully before marking ballot. Okay, very important. In order for your vote by mail ballot to count, your supervisor of elections must receive your ballot by 7 p.m. on election day. That's November 3rd, 7 p.m. Right now, it is September the 24th, 5th, 6th, 27th right now. Oh, it's the 28th. Alexa, what day is today?
It's Sunday, September 27th, 2020.
September 27th is today. So I'm going to put this together and make sure it's out in the mail on Monday. So that'd be the 28th of September. So I'm getting mine in early. All right. So make sure they get it by election day at 7 p.m. Get it to them as quickly as possible, because if there's an issue, they will reach out and contact you and say, hey, there's an issue with this. And they will try to contact you to alleviate any changes. So the sooner you vote, the better it is, because if there's any problems with absentee and mail-in, they will reach out. Supervisor of elections will reach out. Make sure it's there by 7 p.m. If you wait too long to mail your ballot, your vote may not count. To prevent this from occurring, please mail or turn in your ballot as soon as possible. Good, got it. Overseas voters, that's not me. So I'm gonna move on from there. I'm just going to talk about me. Actually, let's just look at it. Overseas voters casting a ballot in the presidential general election. Your vote by mail ballot must be postmarked or dated no later than election day and received by the supervisor. So election day, it has to be if you're an overseas voter. So just get it in as quickly as possible. Oh, overseas means located outside the 50 states and outside the District of Columbia, American Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, Guam, and America Samoa. I like that. So moving on, note, the later you return your ballot, the less time you have to cure, that's interesting, any signature deficiencies, which can be done until 5 p.m. on the second day after election day. So get it to them, and they use the word cure in this. Get it to them so that they can cure any signature deficiencies, and they will reach back out to you. All right, let's move on. 2, mark your ballot in secret. Mark your ballot in secret as instructed on the ballot. Use blue or black ink. On this it says blue or black. On this it says black. So you must mark your ballot unless your own ballot, unless you are unable to due to blindness, disability, inability to read or write. So, got it. I'm okay. I can do it myself. Check, done it. Mark only the number of candidates or issue choices for a race as indicated on the ballot. If you are allowed to vote for one candidate and you vote for more than one candidate, your vote in that race will not be counted. So only vote for one unless it says you can vote for more than one. So I only voted for one on my ballot. It's only one. Perfect. 4, these instructions are your secrecy sleeve. Place your marked ballot in this secrecy sleeve, and the way it says to do it is to take the ballot. I'm looking at it right now. Take the ballot and fold it the way it's supposed to be folded, and then you go like this and you put it in the sleeve like that. Okay, like that. So you fold it the way it is creased already, and you put it in the sleeve such as that. All right, wonderful. And I got that. So I'll have that ready when I have the envelope. Now, insert the secrecy sleeve with the ballot into the enclosed mailing envelope, which is addressed to your supervisor of elections. Addressed to, yes, Alan Hayes, supervisor of elections. So I take this sleeve, I put the ballot in it. Okay, got it. I put it into the envelope. Hold on a minute, because if I put it in the envelope, I'm not going to be able to read it. So let's continue reading it, and I know how to do it. So basically, it goes like this, and then it goes like this, okay? And then we go to outside here, okay? However, I want to have the blue sleeve so I can read the instructions. All right, so keep on going. Insert the sleeve into the ballot to the supervisor of election, which is Alan Hayes. Thank you. 6, seal the mailing envelope and completely fill out the voter certificate on the back of the mailing envelope. And this is that stuff. This is the red stuff. And basically it says here, we'll get to that in just a minute, but it's this stuff. This is required. I mean, how much bigger can they make it? Just like do this, like the hand is pointing, like point, like point. If I have my feet up here, I pointed at this stuff is vitally important. Your signature and your email and your phone number and your mobile number, they want to get in touch with you in case anything happens. So, this is exciting, isn't it? So, very important. You put it in there. Mail by. In order for your vote by mail ballot to be counted, you must sign in the red box labeled "Signature Required." Signature required, right there. Just sign your name. That signature has to match the signature that they have on file. Okay, so make sure you remember that signature. Now, during the primary, I took my ballot. I went in. I voted, and by voting, I wanted to make sure my signature matched, and sure enough, they showed that the signature matched, and they said that was fine. So, if you're unsure, find them and say, I want to make sure my signature matched. And you can do this. You have 37 days before the election. So, get this done as soon as possible. Okay, so vote by mail. Okay. Your signature, get your signature there. Then it says a vote by mail ballot will be considered illegal and not be counted if the signature on the voter's certificate does not match the signature on record. So make sure it is on record. Your signature may be updated using a voter registration application, and it must be received before your vote by mail ballot is received. I'm not sure what that is. However, you would get a voter registration application, and you can get those now if you need to, or you can contact them and say, I want to make sure it matches. How do I know it matches? They will send you one, and then they will turn around. To my knowledge, okay, I'm not sure. I'm not definite on that. So make sure the signatures match. This is what makes it safe. This is what makes it one vote, one person. Okay, I can't vote twice. Once they get we'll get to that in a minute. All right. Very important. If you are an overseas voter, you must include the date you signed your voter certificate, or your ballot may not be counted. So you have to sign the date. If you're overseas, okay? We already went over who's overseas. Now, 9, the completed mailing envelope can be mailed, dropped off at your supervisor elections office or at an authorized secure drop box available at any early voting location in your county. Make sure to allow significant time for the mail delivery. No postmarks. Postmarks do not count. Okay, here's the deal. This is what we do. When I get this done and put in here, I am going to take this to the supervisor of elections, and it's going to be in the envelope. I'll show you in a minute, and I will hand it to them. I will hand it to the people. I have my mask on. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to hand it to them. I'm going to say, here. So I'm alleviating any mailing because I've gotten it already. Mailing is done. I'm going to drop it to the supervisor of elections. Now, if you want to do that, you can drop it in the box outside the supervisor of elections, or like it says here, the early voting locations in your county. They'll have boxes. They'll have places that you can drop it off there. A drop box at that place. 10, felony notice. Okay, felony notice. So this is real. This is serious here. It is a felony under Florida law to accept any gift, payment, or gratuity in exchange for your vote for a candidate. It is also a felony under Florida law to vote in an election using a false identity or a false address, or under any other circumstances making your ballot false or fraudulent. I am Banks. This is my ballot. It's me and the ballot. Me, I'm the ballot. I'm not someone else. This is me. All right. So examine the ballot before voting it. If both sides are printed, vote both sides. Write-ins are allowed in general elections only. That's good to know. I didn't even know that. All right, so we're going to go in the back, and on the back, it's all Spanish. This is all Spanish. So, all right, I'm going to come back in just a minute. I'm going to double-check my ballot. It's always good to do that. Double-check it, and then I'm going to put it all together. We're going to come back and put it all together.